listening to Teets and Ash, the show where two real-life providers get real about health habits, wellness, and the broken healthcare system. We're here to educate, empower, and entertain you. One appointment-free episode at a time. This is healthcare without the bullshit.
Guess what's coming up?
What? 5-year anniversary.
Halloween.
Oh, it is. 5-year anniversary is March 1st.
March 1st. Some reason I thought it was October, but that's when you left.
Yeah, that's when I completely left. I opened March 1st, and then I completely, my last day in the air was October.
All right.
So I was working both from March to October.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough day.
I think I just had a seizure.
But you were doing weekends, right?
I was doing weekends. I think I was even doing nights at one point, because it gave me a day to sleep because I would take Mondays off, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I was like Monday, Tuesday off, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So let's talk about the weight loss changes and how we did not do so well over the holidays, Tara. Team. Hey, y'all, Teets and Ash.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Yeah, we took some time off for the holidays. We're a little busy.
Eating, apparently.
Yeah, so everybody backslid a little bit during the holidays. So
I know you felt it.
Yeah, you felt it.
You
So
felt it.
absolutely give yourself some grace. Usually people gain about 5 to 10 pounds during holidays. Still consider that a win, because comparatively, if you only gain 1 or 2 pounds, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a huge win. So just give yourself some grace. We have just beat ourselves up so much. And we have new things on the horizon.
Finally, we have some new things.
Some great new things. You know, there's people, some of you out there, that are injection hesitant. You just cannot give yourself an injection. Very scary.
Do it. Very
Get the
scary.
silly giggles because you have nervous laughter and try to give yourself a shot and have to call your mother to come up 30 minutes to give your shot in the belly. But anyway, I digress. We have the pill now.
Yay.
So the pill, much more affordable. And also you can buy these medications directly from the manufacturer. You don't even have to go through your insurance. You don't have to wait for prior authorization. You don't have to go to a local pharmacy. They'll mail it directly to your house. It's very exciting.
It's still prescription. Still need the prescription. Yes, they will directly to you. It's going to be good.
It's going to be really good.
I still have, like, if you're initiating weight loss, I mean, of course, this, it is available for initiation. But I think it's going to be a real big winner for maintenance.
I agree. So we started out with, we've had this pill actually for quite a long time. It was Rybelsus. Rybelsus was indicated for type 2 diabetes. And a lot of people who were injection hesitant would start on the pill, and they would work their way up and go through the different tiers on the medication. And they did fairly well with it. They still had the same results. But now it's available specifically for weight loss. So those of you who cannot inject myself, come get a pill.
There is an option.
There's an option.
And those of you that are maintenance, you can switch over if you want. So the dosages are different. So that is something to be, when you pick up your pills, it will be different. It's not going to be your 2.4. So that is another big change, I think.
Yeah. And the way that you take it is very specific. Also, you have to be a little, vigilant, a little rigid with it. So you take it on an empty stomach. Anytime you have an empty stomach, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the morning. If you eat breakfast and lunch and don't eat dinner and you want to take it before you go to bed, take it before you go to bed. You have to take it on an empty stomach, 4 ounces of water, no more, no less. It has to do with the concentration of, medication to water ratio in your belly. And then you go about your day or go to sleep or whatever, but wait at least 30 minutes and then you're good to go.
So have you had any patients on it?
Oh my God. Yes, we've had a ton of calls with a ton of patients very excited to start it. I never learned to do the shot. I love the thought of a pill. And sometimes people feel like it's a little tighter control with it as well. So, when you give a shot, sometimes people may experience a lot of side effects all at once. It kind of tapers off. So with the pill, what they're seeing is, or what we're seeing is also, you have a little bit of the side effect and it's kind of dosed out a little bit at a time. It doesn't hit you all at once where you have like this, I feel so terrible. It's like,
or that big old pit.
Yeah. Or, a lot of people complain of like 3rd day post-dose on Wegovy or Ozempic. They get the diarrhea cha-chas. They have to run to the bathroom all day. It's just that one day is the wildest thing. And I have not seen that yet with people on the pill. So good news there.
That is good news because the side effects are, it's interesting though that we as humans we're like, that is fine. I don't mind.
I don't mind shitting my brains out. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm skinty, so it's fine. But you try to put someone on blood pressure medicine and it causes some diarrhea.
They're not taking it. It's
done.
A killer, but okay.
Done. But they gotta do it to be hot girl summer.
For sure. Oh, hot girl summer's coming. I'm very excited about it too.
It is. So that's why I'm talking about weight loss.
Yeah.
It's a new year, new you,
better.
So
you.
cliche.
I'm saying better you.
That is it. New year,
better you.
Better you.
Because not all things are perfect. We're just going to get better.
Right. And like you were saying, when we were talking about holiday weight gain. Oh my God. It's like,
it happens to us all.
Take a breath. Like,
give yourself
we survived Christmas, moms out there. We survived it. You know what I'm saying? We did it.
We did it.
Pounds.
We made it.
I'm surprised that I made it out alive. And 6 pounds is nothing. 5 pounds, 10 pounds, nothing. We can fix that.
I'm going to tell you something.
Okay. Did you lose weight?
I did. But I did it. I used other peptides. I've been using,
and she's also 14 foot tall. So
I've been using tesamorelin and BPC and GHKCU and some TB4 the glue. So I've been doing that and I actually lost weight. And I'm on steroids right now for my knee. People get weight and water weight and they just eat like ravenous pigs and stuff. And then you get all this weight. I ain't done.
Well, not all of us are that lucky.
Shut up. I am a fatass. Oh my God. Yes. I lost 30 pounds on Wegovy. Had to gain 10 back because my husband said, your ass is gone. Bring it back. So we brought it back. Not complaining. So
yeah. And my total loss was like 36, I think, 36 pounds, 36, 38, somewhere around there. So you know what? Okay, fine. It was me. Yes, I'm the problem. It's me. I gained 6 pounds, but whatever.
And let's talk about why.
Because I ate like trash.
Absolute trash. And that's the thing. We have to, okay.
I did all the things. I drank all the hot.
But that's the thing. You did all the things, but maybe you didn't do all the things you think you did all the
I didn't do the good things. No.
Yeah.
No. There was none of that happening.
So
I did it to myself. Right.
Yeah. We tell our patients all the time, these are a tool in the toolbox. That's what Tarra tells us. It's a tool. This is not the end all be all. Absolutely.
Right.
Take this medication. You can eat like shit. You'll lose a little bit of weight, but you're not going to have the good habits that make it sustainable.
You will plateau.
You will plateau and not do a thing and be pissed off that you're spending this kind of money on weight loss. And
but is it the
medicine?
Is the medicine not working?
Medicine's working.
The medicine's working.
Has no choice but to work. Mm-hmm. It's what you are doing. It's what you're not doing.
It's what you're not doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I knew.
You can't be sedentary. You have to move your ass.
Yeah.
Weighted exercise is much more. It's better. It's preferable than just walking alone. I tell my patients all the time, if you're going to walk, add a weighted vest. You might look like SWAT walking around in your neighborhood, but wear a weighted vest. It makes a huge difference in your muscle composition because muscle is medicine. I preach that constantly.
I'm just going to be happy if you walk in your neighborhood.
I need you to add some weight. I'm a hardcore it.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not light but tall,
heavy,
and able to lose weight during Christmas.
I know
on roids.
I don't.
So some of us are regular people, and we are. If you could get out and walk, then add the weight.
Listen, I haven't been able to walk because my knee's been jacked up for 13 weeks. We're the worst patients. Like we have a medium meniscus tear and keep going and think it'll get better, and not walk, not do a thing, and then go see a guy who injects your knee for you.
But what happens? I don't even know how you lost weight on steroids.
I don't either.
That's impressive. Super impressive.
Now you're making me worry.
I do love Christmas. Don't get me wrong. But it gets, as a mom, man, it's stressful.
It's all the decorating and the cooking and the eating and the presents. And then you got to find the tape. And then if the dishes aren't sharp, it doesn't through the thing. That just drives me wild. I know they make that little things rough on the thing.
I tried it. It only works on really, really nice paper. Like not cheap paper. Yeah.
I need my dollar store paper.
Well, it don't work on that. I'm sure if you hold it at the right angle, this formula and you touch your
wait,
you know, right ankle and slide it. Maybe it'll actually work.
If your tongue can touch your outer corner of your eyeball, it'll work. It's fine. But, I have those dreams where you get on TikTok like in October, November, and you see on TikTok where they have these special ways to wrap your presents. Like, I'm totally going to do that because it's really cool. You don't even
so
tape
pretty
for that.
So pretty.
I'm lucky if the damn corners are folded nice.
And I look at those decorations like all year long, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so pretty. My house is going to look like Martha Stewart died in there. Now I'm like, oh, I can't even stand to look at it anymore. If I see one more poinsettia, done.
The Miss Judy poinsettia.
It is a beautiful Miss Judy. Miss Judy, it's a beautiful poinsettia. I didn't realize
it was in my picture
it was in my line of sight when I said it. I was like, ooh,
that's what I said. I was like, poinsettia. We digress. So back to the weight loss. So you have to move. Weighted exercise is better. Resistance training is better than just regular old cardio. Because
resistance training for women alone in this menopause phase is the key.
Absolutely.
You do need cardio. You never cannot have cardio.
You need cardio.
But the resistance training is the key, right? Especially when you blow your knee, you're going to need to lessen your cardio.
Yeah. So you do 20, 30 minutes of cardio. Anything beyond that, you're just going to start burning through muscle anyway. So that's where the resistance and weight training comes in, really key. The more leg muscle you have, the more muscle you have, especially as a woman, the longer life you have, the better metabolic health you have. Muscle is medicine. I preach it all day long. Yeah, muscle directly correlates with bone health as well. So as we get older, we lose muscle and bone. Hands down, lose it. Next thing you know, you're a crippled over home triple little thing, straight nona, sagging. We're not doing that. I mean, we have skin tightening modalities here. We can work on that too. Anyway, so you have to use the medications in conjunction with lifestyle changes. This is not an end-all be-all. It's not a miracle. In Florida, they even have a law that says we can't use the word miracle when it comes to talking about weight loss.
It's not.
So if someone says miracle, they's a lie and they don't know the statutes.
The miracle would be to get your prior authorization done.
Holy Hannah!
That's the miracle of weight loss.
And let me tell you something. So I tell people this all the time too. Our insurance, their rules change. I swear to God, every 3 months. Every 3 months, the rules change. And after the new year, we started doing prior authorizations, and we're having to send over more documentation, fax everything over, send it all in, and I can do an appeal, and just magically, the appeals get approved. So we actually work really hard for our patients because I think everybody deserves this. I don't see why this is so
gatekeep.
God, it's gatekept.
Yeah.
There's a lot of insurances, and it's not even just the insurance. It's that your employer has opted out of weight loss coverage.
Yes.
It may be a little extra.
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
We've talked about that.
So go talk to your employer. Another thing is too, so here at the clinic, at the Ashley Clinic, Tarra and I love to be very good stewards on your weight loss journey. We're going to help you through this process. We have a lot of these really quick pop-up kind of places that they're not looking at your labs. They're not going over your history. They're not doing the things that you should be evaluating with in a healthcare. These are healthcare issues. These are actual just weight loss and obesity is a healthcare issue. You need to be monitored. You need to be, walked through this process. I mean, you can go online and maybe they have somebody online that they can talk to you on the telephone or something like that, but it's impersonal. A lot of people like to come in and we chit chat about little tweaks that we can make to help you get over that plateau or get to the next level to make it sustainable. You need to know who you're going to, what kind of experience they have in healthcare. If they just, decided one day, I'm just going to open a weight loss clinic. Well, do they really know what they're doing? Do they know how a GLP-1 works, exactly where it works, how it works?
And just seeing the different effects that it has on people, super responders versus slower responders. I think it's really important. And just having someone to talk to in your corner, like when you're just feeling like you have just jacked it all up. And then when you talk to us and you're like, literally like, no, it's really not that big a deal. Like we can fix this.
Yeah.
And then tips and tricks. I mean, I learned so much from the other people in the clinic that things that they've done, mostly Ashley. Not only is she smart, beautiful and skinny, but she's smart.
I'm not skinny. I got the curves. God, I got the tits and the ass too for Teets and Ash. I can't help it. What else?
But that's what I mean, really, come in. Okay, there's a lot of people that don't want to come or they're like further away or whatever.
Just call us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to see you in person at least once, get some labs of you, make sure you have good kidney and liver function, make sure your vitamin D is on point. Honestly, vitamin D is huge. B12 is huge. We look at those things so that we see foundationally, hormonally where you are. Vitamin D is the foundation of all hormones. It's 85% of it you get from the sun, 15% is like, willy-nilly you ever take, you can probably get it in a pill form. But most people don't know you can take vitamin D with a fat. It's a fat-soluble vitamin. Otherwise, you're just taking a pill to take a pill. So if the foundation of your hormones is off, if you're in the toilet, and most people are, especially in Florida, we use sunscreen, we use sunglasses, we stay out of the sun, we protect ourselves, but we're not getting enough absorption of vitamin D. So we can supplement that. But if that foundation, like anything else, any other foundation, if it's off, everything else is going to fall into place. Your sex hormones, your thyroid hormones, all of it. And all of that can play a role in.
Absolutely.
So, and we look at these things when we enroll you. We either use your labs from your primary, or when you come here in your membership, your weight loss labs are included in your membership with no further cost after that.
Yeah, we'll check them. We'll see what's happening.
Yeah. So, another thing. So I did a little blurb on this on social media about the pricing of Zepbound and Wegovy. And we'll just do it here really quick because these could change, and I'm hoping they do change. I feel like they're going to change because I feel like it's going to be a battle, with who's going to be the lowest.
Well, especially with this new pill coming out for the Wegovy.
Eli Lilly has a pill coming out.
I've heard it through the grapevine. Has it been
it was approved in December? It's coming soon. So Eli Lilly also has a pill form coming out as well. So to start with the pricing,
assuming that that pill will be more the Zepbound.
Correct.
Oh, weird.
So self-pay options, much more economical now. Before, you're paying $1,200 to $1,500 a month if your insurance did not cover Zepbound or Wegovy. You can go get a compound medication. Compound medications work just as well. They have to add something to it, so it's not proprietary to the manufacturer's version of the GLP-1.
But you can buy the Wegovy or Zepbound brand. You can be prescribed it and pay out of pocket.
Yeah, you still can. So now we have the option where we can prescribe it directly to the manufacturer and then mail it directly to your house. So for Zepbound, 2.5 milligrams is $2.99 a month. That is their cost for just the medication. 5 milligrams is $3.99, and 7.5 to 15 milligrams is $4.49. Huge savings when you look at what it was costing before on the injectable. And the Zepbound comes in little vials where you draw it out and have to inject it instead of the pens that they normally come with. The Wegovy injectable is still the pens. It's still the injectable pen. For the first 2 months, for the 0.25 and the 0.5 is $199. I believe the 0.25 is going to stay at it's $149.
Right, they dropped
for the first 2 months, and then $349 for all of the other doses. The Wegovy pill, 1.5 and 4 milligrams, $149 a month till April, and then it's $199 a month. That's for 30 days of pills, which is great. The 9 milligram and 25 milligrams is going to be $299 a month. Huge savings comparatively, a little tighter control, I think, and not tighter, but just a little more control with the pill, because you're dosing it every day versus the one-time shot a week. And some people love I love the shot once a week.
I do too. I mean, that means that I haven't tried the pill.
But I stab myself in the face with needles, so it doesn't bother me if I'm sticking my
I'm not afraid of a needle. But I also, like I said, I haven't tried the pill. So I kind of want to give the pill a shot.
Let's try it.
Okay. And see what.
But I don't normally take a shot. I take one every once in a while.
Yeah.
And that's my maintenance.
And that's the thing. We're maintenance at this point. So it's a little different. But
yeah, I don't take a shot every week or even every other week. If I see something creeping, I'm like, ooh, I feel a little toxic. And I've been like crap lately. I still think like crap. I'm just being honest. But my husband, Fat Joe,
who is not Fat Joe,
but he's always just been called Fat Joe. So the level of Fat Joe. So he eats very healthy food in the house. I mean, he cooks really well.
Yeah,
he's Mediterranean guy, supplement guy. Oh my God! If you need a supplement, ask Joe. Jesus,
we should have a little Ask Joe.
We should have an Ask Joe. We'll never get him to shut up,
and then we can pop him in here,
like a little floating bubble.
Ask Joe.
That'd be amazing. That would be great. He's really smart and wicked when it comes to supplementation. He's done a lot of research and used to be a personal trainer in Atlanta. So he did a lot of supplementation. Of course, he did steroids. So yes, his testosterone has to be replaced, as a lot of you fellas do. But we've experienced with that too. So that's another thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, and I know a lot of the women that are going to be looking for weight loss, are already perimenopausal, right? Perimenopause is a huge factor in weight gain.
Huge.
And you're doing all the things you've always been doing. Like, well, I've always worked out this way, or I've always eaten this way and relatively healthy, or, a decent amount of exercise or movement, and it's just not working. Right. It's because you're changing. You are evolving.
You know what's great? First, we were blessed with periods, in our early teens. And then we get used to that. Everything's great. And then wham, they hit us again with perimenopause, like in your mid-30s, 40s. It starts in the mid-30s now. We'll start to see that dip in our hormones. And then in your 40s, you're just like wandering around like something's happening, but I'm not sure what. And then you hit 50 and you're like,
that part. That part.
Oh my God.
All of you out there now,
I think that's what made us great ER providers.
That we were in perimenopause. I think I've been like this my whole life.
So hormones are huge. And that's what a lot of our patients will come in for. They come in initially because they think they need weight loss. And we convert them over to hormones. And we do combos too. We can do hormone and weight loss. We can combine that membership together as well.
So. I really think the women that are getting closer to, in the mid perimenopausal phase, like, would just benefit so much from both. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that, Ashley. We've seen the studies, but sometimes it's a price point. Like, doing both is not, and it's hard to do that when you don't know which one's going to work.
Yeah.
So I do like that most of the time they start in a weight loss and then flip
bridge
to
over
to a hormone.
And so the way that our direct primary care works is when you're signing up for a membership, we take the cost of your labs, the cost of a visit, all of these things into consideration. We split that up. We use like a year. We split it up over a year because we're getting your labs 4 times a year, right? For anything, for weight loss, for primary care, for hormones, all of it. We're getting primary care once a year.
Yeah.
But weight loss and hormones, we're getting them every 3 months. We take the cost of those things and we spread it out. So it's not like we're just over here willy-nilly and say, we want $75 million a month, and that's what we're going to do. We take into consideration all of the things. So, and that's the other thing I wanted to tell, everybody when we're talking about these little pop-up shops too. A lot of these pop-up places don't do those things. They don't check your labs, or
they'll give you,
they give you a paper and out the door you go. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to talk to them about things.
I've had a lot of people who have done the online stuff and have come here and said, I just can't do that online stuff. It's just not for me. I would rather do this.
Because it's a lot of, who knows?
It's a lot of responsibility if you don't have somebody kind of walking you through it, especially in the beginning.
Oh, about that. The other thing is like, this isn't a plan. Like, we're not in a step-by-step plan. This is about your journey.
Your individual
So if you are not communicating with us, we don't know. We don't know that you've plateaued. We see your number, and I might mention it, like, so I see, we're kind of here. But I don't necessarily know, like, if you've changed something, I need to know, so that would make sense. You got to talk to us. That's the other part.
That, and the other part is too, I'm about to get on a box.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one.
I'm trying to filter and sift right now. So we call in your prescription. We haven't heard anything. We have had no prior authorization sent to us. The pharmacy hasn't contacted us, nothing. And you call me a week later and you were blasting about how you haven't got your prescription. I'm like, well, Jesus Christ, I knew nothing about it. Did you call the pharmacy? Well, no, I didn't call the pharmacy. They didn't text me to let me know it was ready. I'm like, you got to call the pharmacy. You got to have a little bit, that some of that onus falls on you to call the pharmacy, find out what's needed. If they need a prior authorization, hey, they need a prior authorization. I'll do a prior authorization. I will do an appeal, write a whole letter. But we will do those things. Same thing with refills. We like to do refills like on a monthly basis to say, hey, this is working. This is not working. I need to go up in dose. This is too much. Can we switch to something else? You have to talk to us. You have to communicate with us. It's huge. Communication is huge. I need to know if the pharmacy didn't get the prescription, if they got the prescription, just didn't fill it because it was out of stock, because that's notorious. We don't have a prescription for you. They need to finish that sentence with in stock. We could order it. A lot of them do, but there are a lot that just absolutely don't. They're like, we don't have it. So then it looks like we haven't done our job. I promise you, before you leave this office, your prescription's called in before you've left.
At least if it's super busy.
If it's super busy by the end of the day.
But by the end of the day, it is done. It reminds me of Willy Wonka. You remember where they send the information and it's like, yeah, that's what I imagine happened.
Yes. Yeah. And all of that's documented. So we're calling in your prescriptions. We need you to communicate with us if you've been able to pick them up. But we don't know if your pharmacy has your prescription in, if they had to order it, if they need a prior auth, unless there's some sort of, conversation. So
yeah, that's,
I don't know why this has to be such a battle.
I don't know. Well, I think that's just healthcare in general is a battle. All of it. It's a battle.
Healthcare is a battlefield.
It's like a Pat Benatar
Pat
song.
Benatar moment.
Changing. What else you got on your list?
I have no idea. Yeah. Holiday meals. We talked about holiday meals, lifestyle changes. Yeah. We're not getting a swimsuit contest in February.
Yeah. Oh, that's about the weight gain. Yeah. Holidays. Give yourself some time.
For sure.
We have time, unless you are doing the swimsuit.
And whoever's doing that,
y'all already better be on your game.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I can help you on that one because we in trouble, girl.
For sure.
We in trouble. But if you're like normal folks and you got some time, and
that's another thing too. Let's talk about this. So you're on a dose and you've plateaued, or you have gained some weight during the holidays, and you say, I got to go up, and it's maybe been on it 2 months. You don't need to go up. You need to do lifestyle changes. Your increase in dose is not going to increase or expedite your weight loss. It's just not going to.
Don't be driven.
Don't be driven. Yeah.
Like we can, but I mean, I would say though, if you have been on that same dose for a very long time, okay, let's bump it.
Let's adjust.
See what happens.
But first, when you come in and tell me that you haven't lost any weight in 2 or 3 weeks,
and this medicine ain't working.
I need to do something else. Well, first, I like to exhaust a dose before we move up to the next one.
Yes.
Exhaust the dose. So what we're going to do is at that point, we're going to talk about
why do you want to exhaust the dose? Tell us, Tara. Because your body remembers it. Your body knows these GLP-1s. It learns them. And then it's very hard to go back to a lower dose if needed. Or let me rephrase that. We can switch you, but the efficacy will be decreased, right? You're not going to have the same response to it. So it is best to just bleed it dry as long as you can.
Run it till it runs out.
All the things you can think of.
Yeah. Make your lifestyle changes first. And then if we don't see any change in it, maybe we'll bump up the dose. Absolutely.
Yeah. And time frame. So if you've given it the time, you will maybe need a bump in the dose.
They wanted us to escalate. Yes. All the way to the max dose as quick as possible in like 4 months. I'm like, I am not doing that. People will be throwing up from their toes. My God, today.
They'll feel like trash.
And then they want to quit because they feel, first of all, you feel tired.
Yeah.
People feel fatigued. They're exhausted. And then they feel nauseated. And then they start throwing up. And you're like,
and they just stop.
They quit.
Lose so much weight.
Maybe lose a slowly.
Maybe.
Let's just ramp them up really fast and make them not like it. And then we won't have to pay for it anymore. Assholes.
It might have. I'm sure there was some
light bulb just went off.
There was some game happening.
Bullshit.
Because I highly doubt it was for
efficacy.
The patient population's benefit. I doubt it.
I also want to just spell one more thing. In the beginning, everybody was like, I don't need those weight loss medications. I'm taking those medications away from a diabetic. They were 2 separate medications. Ozempic for type 2 diabetes, Wegovy for weight loss. Made in, same plant, different plant, whatever. But you can't get Ozempic unless you had a type 2 diabetes, and you couldn't get Wegovy without a weight loss indication. So you were not taking medicine away from somebody else.
Nope. No, not.
And honestly, they're not going to die if they don't have a GLP-1. They can stay on their metformin, their insulin, their vitamin B12, they stay on all of those things to manage their diabetes.
Yeah. So I think that was bred by the folks dispensing the medication.
I thought it was the tiki-talkie.
Well, I mean, probably.
For people getting in their head.
And also, like, from hearing, like, from when you pick up your meds.
Oh, yeah.
You would hear things like that.
I can't get my medication because this woman over here got this medication.
But, yeah, I remember that. But that's not happening.
That's not happening.
That never actually happened.
Never.
What the
shortage was, they couldn't make the pens fast enough. The pens were the difficult thing to make.
Like the
little
cartridge, not the medicine. They couldn't dispense it.
Yeah.
That's why they made vials. Is because of to make the pen was pricey and they had to get it
all on
moving.
Yeah. So that was the issue, not the medicine itself.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anyway, there we are.
We squirreled just a little bit.
Per the usual.
Happy the perimenopause brain.
Well, we're all there. We're all in January. It's 2026.
We are getting hot girl summer ready, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm just getting ready for it. I want longevity and health.
I
don't give a shit anymore what I look like.
I'm hot senior ready.
Hey,
getting ready for
cruise ready.
Do they still walk the mall?
Yes.
I might need to join that group.
I think I put my weighted vest on, look like SWAT walker through the mall. I love it. Oh, that's another thing. If you're going to get a weighted vest, start out slow. And that's another thing when you're working out or doing exercises. Oh, yeah.
That's another thing.
Do not start out at the heaviest weight, the most reps. Yeah. Be easy.
Have we not learned this yet?
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. No.
I mean, like, all of us, like, you don't need the strongest one.
I had a patient get a 25-pound weighted vest. I'm like, absolutely not. I started out with an 8, a 10, and a 12. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Don't be doing that. Start out slow and low. Don't go for the gusto because then you're going to get hurt and then you're going to get behind. And you're
Are there any vests that you can, like, add and subtract weight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That would be the best. I don't know if they are. I don't have one. That's why I'm 6 pounds heavier.
And anything to save your knees. Because, as we get older, all the stress hits our knees the most.
Yeah.
That part. That's with an incline.
She's really on the knees right now.
Because I just wrecked the shit out of mine. I have a longitudinal tear of my medial meniscus at the posterior horn.
It sounds
with a shit ass effusion it's so terrible. Doing squats. And then was out for 13 weeks. Couldn't do a thing. That's why I say be nice to yourself.
Yeah.
As you get older. We think in our heads that we're so much younger than we are.
Well, and deconditioned. So then we start something and we're all of a sudden, 50 years old and you're like, oh, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And in your brain, you're like, oh, I can do that. And your knee is like, watch this.
Yeah.
I bet not.
As we age, we lose bone, we lose muscle, but especially in weight loss, about a third of your weight loss is going to be muscle. In order to keep that intact, you have to engage it, have to resistance train. Protein. Oh, the food pyramid.
Gotta talk about
We don't preach about this food pyramid since
yes.
food pyramid got changed, the poop pyramid. So I've always told my patients the food pyramid should be flipped. It's ridiculous how we have like 6 grains and 3 and 2, whatever. And now they're saying 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilo. If you want to figure your kilos up, this is a really quick and easy way. I learned it from a pediatric trauma surgeon. So if you weigh 150 pounds.
Take your weight and divide it by 2.2.
Do it in your head.
I can't even.
I'm going to tell you how. So if you're 150 pounds,
you can divide it by 2.
No.
I can do math.
You take the first 2 numbers off. So 150 minus 15 is what? We'll start at 100. So 100 minus 10 is 90. Divide it by 2 is 45. She's not a math. I'm a mathing.
She cannot talk to me in math.
So you take your weight. You subtract the first 2 numbers of that weight from the number. So if you're 138 pounds, you take 138 minus 13, which is what, 125. Divide that by 2 is 62.5. Yes? Is that right?
I heard nothing.
So 62.5 kilos, round up at 63 kilos. Then you multiply that times 1.2 to 1.6, which is roughly going to be what, 90 kilos, 90 grams of protein.
Easy.
That is easy. I just did it in my head. And so, because I'm a mathematio, because I don't need no calculatio.
I heard.
Or you could just get your damn phone out and figure it out.
Anyway, there we are. And in the end, we're all going to do it on our iPhones.
Because when the grid goes down, I'm going to need to know.
Well, Wegovy won't be available when the grid goes down. But we may need to weigh our catch to sell it. All right. Well, anyway, that's what we do. Team, water,
exercise.
Exercise.
Exercise is a bad word. Activity. That's the word.
Well, you know what it is. For real. All right. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye, you guys. Teets and Ash. Bye.
You're listening to Teets and Ash, the show where two real-life providers get real about health habits, wellness, and the broken healthcare system. We're here to educate, empower, and entertain you. One appointment-free episode at a time. This is healthcare without the bullshit.